Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Timberborn. We're almost out of water again. Like we're not actually out of water yet. We're doing okay. Like beaver-wise, we're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be able to stay nice and full. This might survive the next 7.5-ish days of the bad tide that's currently going on. So that's kind of helpful. I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm not stoked about the fact that, well, this is all a problem. We've got a couple beavers that are currently sick. Well, we did. I'm not sure where exactly they've ran off to. Hopefully they're okay. I'm not entirely sure what happened to them at the end of the last episode where we had a few that were being taken care of. Hopefully they're fine. I'll have to go back and look at the recordings to see what happened to those guys. This is not doing too hot. I think I'm going to have to fix this somehow. Probably toss in a few extra of our water dumps here to try and keep up with the demand here. I did see one comment that I kind of liked. I kind of want to pursue that. Start putting in a series of sluice gates in here to help control some of this water. I like to manually control it, but the sluice gates are very helpful. And it shouldn't be too much of an ask for me to do that, especially during the middle of this bad tide. I can come in here, I can blast this out, and then I can get on top and just put sluice gates probably down here at the bottom. And that should meet the intent and blast this out right here, so that can allow me to measure the height of this, or we can just... I don't want to fill this side in, but I kind of want to like block this up. And then we can have this 2 tiles deep as opposed to the single tile deep that we've got going now. Or we can actually blast this out and also fill this in. So we'll have a massive reservoir right here for us to pull from as necessary if it comes down to that. And then we'll have this reservoir on this back end for additional water purposes. And we can keep rocking the free world. So we might get in here and blast some of this out. But we had some changes in this last patch. The Timberborn devs made some changes to one of my favorite pieces of equipment. And that would be the efficient mine. It no longer does take our explosives, our treated planks, or our gears. It now only takes scrap metal. Or extract, and it only takes extract, and it pumps out scrap metal. They did increase the amount of return, I believe, so that should be quite helpful, and they did change this to, I think 10 is the base instead of the 5, which it originally was set to. So I'm going to pull this back down, because I think we are sitting at a pretty heinous amount of beavers wandering around, so I think 6 is a good number there, and that'll put us at 10 per every 3 hours. So that's going to be good for us in the scrap metal realm. That's going to be actually quite helpful because we are kind of not producing as much as we need, especially with this massive piece of infrastructure that we're building that's consuming a lot of scrap metal. So that being the case right there, that should be quite helpful in trying to take all this down. I am going to modify this so this guy just focuses on these portions so we can start building the rest of that, and then probably do the same up here. Honestly, sorry, talking and being distracted while talking about what's going on as things continue to spiral out of control. Let's see, maybe we can just pull this down and let in some water there, or not. It's just not gonna move. Okay, so we are going to have to come in here and get something moving to try to get a little bit of water, a little bit more water in here. So I think what we're going to have to do is get over here and tear that out, and we'll put in another fluid dump in there. I think we'll be fine. We've got 7,000 units of water. We got plenty of food to keep our beavers nice and hydrated and well fed. We do need to fix this at some point and probably toss in a few extra bad water pumps, because with this being now in high demand for our scrap metal, instead of going over and seeking out scrap ruins, we're going to have to up our extract processing just a tad bit. All right, there's one of our little guys. We've got Blondie said what? Chillaxing, trying to get some contamination off of her face hole. So that's good. Look at Blondie. Just chilling in that green sludge, trying to make herself feel better about, taking a poo bath. It's all right, Blondie. It's okay. We'll take care of you. Who's your friend? Lataxi? Lataxi and Blondie, we'll take care of you guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. We'll make sure you guys are well fed, kept nice and happy and healthy, and we'll try to get you back to work as soon as possible. All right, guys? But that all being said, and that being where we're at, I want to get into a few upkeep things here today. I want to get over here. I want to change this out for with sluice gates. I also want to put in sluice gates here to try and keep a little bit more water back here. Blast a portion of this out, and I also want to put sluice gates in here. This is redundant and unnecessary, so we can tear this out. This will save us a fair portion of water, or at least another block of water, right? And this is necessary. We'll keep that there for now. We do need to finish filling this in as soon as possible, because that is going to be the thing that protects us from the bad tide. And I want to get into here, and I want to blast out a line so that we can start just quickly moving the bad tide out as a precursor to the mega build here, right? Since this is going to consume a lot of material, it's going to take a long time to get all this put together in something that we're probably not going to be able to touch until we start getting into timber bots. I think the best course of action for any of this is to just pre-stage all of this material up here when we're ready to go. Block this off as a secondary district for our timber bots, let them work 24/7, and let them continue doing whatever they need to do, and we'll get this built in a semi-timely fashion. But that's a little ways off. We're going to have to get a lot of things set up, a bit better of a power system established, so that we can do something like that. But before we do that, we can get in here and we can have a diversion path for our bad tide, and we can have cutouts for the good water to be released into our other systems or our other storage areas in the future. Now that is going to cause this to become basically unusable during a bad tide, but we can set up a series of power wheels in our bad tide, not sluice, bad tide diversion channel. So I think that's what we're going to work on a little bit today. But first, we need to work on this. So we're going to get things up to 3 times speed. We're going to let things keep on rocking and rolling in the free world and try to get Searson some assistance up here in tearing the rest of this lumber out, because nobody is helping Searson move lumber, which is no fun. Probably don't need to do that. Actually, let's go ahead and toss in a small industrial pile. We'll make that for logs, since they are going to be building a bunch up here anyway. We'll give these two a max priority, since they are competing priorities with this over here. Now, with this change, we're going to have to bring over some extract for them to do their things over here as well. So we're going to make this extract, and we are going to give this a priority bump. Otherwise, these guys are not going to have the productivity to actually, do the things to make the things for us. Another comment that I saw that I was actually mildly entertained by, and I think that we will pursue that today, here in this episode, or not the next, if not this episode, the next episode, is connecting these two areas as well, getting another depot in over here, and we can easily toss in a depot right here, and I think we can go ahead and do that. So this will help maneuver these logs into a space that will be quite helpful for us. So we need this right here like that. And then we can just grab this and connect it in like so and toss in a little path right here. That's going to be low on the priority list. I don't really need that to be accomplished right this second. I do, however, need this stuff to be accomplished yesterday because I need to block this off now. The faster that we can get this blocked off, the better. That means that we don't have to be too concerned about anything happening with any spillage in the future. And I put a path right on top of the very place I'm going to be doing any of my buildings, so that's not very helpful. So let's go ahead and start putting our levee system in right there, and then we can fit a couple in. We'll just go ahead and clean that up right there. And these two, we got Searson and Searson. Searson, how are there two of you? What did you do? I'm very concerned. What happened here? How? Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, wow. We have 6 beavers doing nothing. Well, now they're all working in the mines. I hear the children yearn for the mines, or at least when you're playing a little game called Frostpunk and Frostpunk 2, but we're not gonna get into that necessarily here today, you know. Oh, the children do yearn for the mines. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so while that is going on in the background, we can go ahead and start tossing that in and do the same back here, and we get our other bad water dump or pump going right there and fill this pathway in. And I think what we need to do is also come over here and fix this whole... I'm not gonna be able to fix all of this anytime soon. Oh wow, that's actually nearing completion. Heck yeah, let's go. Hey, it's done. We don't need that right now, but it's done. I was not anticipating having that done today. I thought that was going to be a little bit further off. A little bit for Monica. Wait, no, that's a different song. Disregard, guys. Don't worry about it. All right, cool. Let's get this in right here. This is going to be bad water. Let's give this a little bit of a priority bump. I think we want this to be a higher priority bump than this system. I do need to check on this up here. They got this in. They're just filling this up with other material. Okay, I need to give them a larger storage area for additional lumber somewhere else, because this is not conducive to anything that I have going on. Where are we going to need lumber in the future? We're going to need lumber up here pretty heavily, and I think we'll do that. Yeah, so let's get this over here. We'll put lumber there, fill that in. You guys can fill that one in pretty fast, and we might put in a couple more in here. Might just go ahead and tear this out right here and toss in another one, and then so this is in preparation for this, and I like that idea a lot. We'll max that priority wise and let them work on that to their heart's content. Sweet. You guys have nothing to do because I told you guys to only work on what I told you to work on, and I will let you continue doing that here in a second. So let's get you back to clear cutting the rest of this mess, and let's get this path in here. Okay, I can't do path anywhere. There's path. Yeah, we're gonna need them to get back up there and do things. All right, priority max for that as well. Sweet. We're moving in the right direction. We've got 3 days left. We should be able to get this finished in 3 days. We do have enough builders running around. With what, we've got 12 total. And as long as I get them prioritized on the right things in the right places, then we should be okay. You want to get some help over here. Can I get this in? I can't because there's a thing underneath. So let's get that ripped out. Give that a max bump. Otherwise, that's going to sit forever. Actually, no, we'll just have a worker come out and tear that down. That shouldn't take them but a few seconds. See, I told you this wouldn't take them that long. Especially with all these logs sitting right here, you know, it just makes things go a lot faster. And they're actively chopping all this down and just going and tossing it all in. You know, it's great. Just want them to tear this one darn tree out. This one tree right here. There we go. Get it, Searson. Get it. Yeah. That's what we wanted to see. And there we go. Now we're putting logs into these levees over here. Let's go. So they can't reach that far, obviously, because path and, well, they have to be on top of all this. I might throw in stairs on this side so we don't have to worry about them doing things over the top. That's really not gonna be... Well, they should get to that. I feel like they shouldn't have an issue with that. We do have 9 injured beavers. Do I have enough places for 9 beavers to chillax? I do. I should probably up the amount of hangout places, hospital beds for them to chill, though, because we do have a number of injuries that are being induced by our efficient mine. The mine, it's a not fun place. It's a not fun place at all. All right, they tore that out. Good. Blue dump. That there. Let's go ahead and give this a max priority. I should just drop this priority-wise, so I'm not fighting against this priority. It's fine. It'll do. All right, Searson, you're filling that in. You're doing that stuff. That's good. I want you guys to focus on these oaks, please. Like, just give me something to work with here. That would be great. All right, did they put this in over here? Should be almost done. Just need some planks tossed in. And then we can save the rest of this, hopefully. We've got 7.2 days left, and this is all green still, so that's good. That's on its way out, so we do want to get that rectified sooner rather than later. All these coffee bushes not doing so hot. The trees, the oak trees are fine for another couple of days. Okay, sweet. We'll let that do that thing. We can hit the obtain button on these places, though. Just because we're going to need that in the near future. All right. Let's see here. Scrap metal still holding pretty steady. You guys are working at poo efficiency. I don't know why your efficiency is so low when all of your material that you need is quite literally right here. You have logs and you have scrap metal right here. There's absolutely no reason for you to have an efficiency problem. I know you're traveling to get up here a little bit because this is red. I know. I put it there. It's a little red. But that's not a reason at all for your efficiency to be so low. Like, Sam, what are you doing right now? I don't get it. See all of it? Well, would it help if I did this, if I made this line a little bit easier? Like, I know the haulers aren't helping you out at all because the haulers are doing hauler things. I don't know. All right. They got that in. They should be able to get over here now. We can toss in this path. Come on, game. Stop fighting me, please. There we go. Now we can get down here and they can fill in the rest of that. And do we need to go anywhere else back here? Let's see. All right, that's the end of that bad tide. So that's good. Do I need to fill this in over here? I think the answer is yes. No, yes, maybe. I think just to be safe, we might as well fill it in. We're kind of already there anyway. And in the future, it can be a place for us to store a little bit of extra water. So I'm not too upset about that idea. So I think we can do that. But let's see here. Bad water's still pushing out this way. Let's go ahead and open or close this. 2.95, 2.95. All right, how are we doing on this? They are done. So that is good. So we shouldn't have any more spillage issues back there in the future. Now, we do want this to close above downstream depth of 1.95. And then that'll just force it up to this height. And then we'll close this one there. And then close above contamination of 1%. Close above contamination of 1%. And we want this to close below contamination of 1%. So once this clears up to less than 1%, this side will close, this side will open, and then it should spill into this side. So that should be what we need it to do. Now, how are we doing metal block wise? I think we're doing fairly well metal block wise, so we might be able to come in here and toss in sluice gates for this system without too much consternation. Come on. This is a problem. That's a problem. Because this is not going to see green or clear water, clean water for a few seconds. Because there's enough trapped behind it. The contamination at 2%, and this is seeing contamination. We can click on it. It's probably going to say, it still says 2%. Come on, there's 1%. It should open. There it goes. That took a day and a half. That is no bueno. No bueno. So we probably should have pulled this even with that. So they can dump out faster. And this should close. Now, please. That'd be great. Alright, we'll let that do its thing. It's doing its thing. We're going to open these up just so we can get that water in here. And we're going to actually pause these guys. And then get all of our fluid pumpers, our pumpers running. Because we are not in a good spot as far as our water is concerned. We had 7,000 with 7 days left of the temperate cycle remaining. And now we're down to 3.5 or 3.3. That's not good. That's not good at all. But hey, we have water coming in. So that is good. That is really good. We can open that up. We can fill this side in. Did this side close? It did finally close. So that's good. That's good. Let's see. Could they fill this in fast? I don't know the answer to that. Seriously, you're fired? Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. Probably should have done this during the... We might have to save that for the next major cycle. for when this side's already empty, and then we can just tear this out and toss those in, because I do still want to save that water back there. I think that's the best course of action. So while that's all going on there, I would like to do something like this. So let's expand this by... Do we want to do it by 2, or do I... I think I want it 5 wide, so I can fit a couple of those power wheels in here. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's going to be a triple. So the triple's up there, some doubles right there, a double right there, and a single down here. We're going to have to give them a set of stairs to get down to put in those last couple pieces right there, which shouldn't be that big of an ask. And we can go ahead and toss in probably something larger than that. Yeah, let's do that right there. We get explosives importing over here. We'll give that a priority bump and probably do the same for this. Let them work on that. Dang, this tempered cycle is going a lot longer than I anticipated. Okay, well that's good. This side, I think we can go ahead and pull this up now. Just for... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I ruined it. Okay, come on, water. Do the water thing. Give me the water. Give me the water now, please. Water now. Just dump it all in. Fill her in. Fill her up. I foobarred it. I should not have been away from that and not paying attention to this. We just lost another couple, or another 700 units of water. That's not cool, bro. All right, fill that in. The moment that's filled in, we can close that back up and let it fill up to the max. All right. Got a little bit more to go. Come on, water. Come on. 2.5 days. Oh, wow. They got that in really fast. Sweet. So I want that over here. And I also would like... Probably don't need a larger tank. I just need a small tank. And that'll be enough for the extract. To do the extract things. Let's see. Probably should give this a priority bump, but it is going in fast enough that I'm not too concerned with it. That will fill in soonish, or get finished soonish. Sweet. So that's in. That's in. They can reach that? Question mark? They can. They did touch it. This does need to get a priority bump as well. Come on, game. Stop fighting me. There we go. Good job. And how? It does mean that we're going to be able to keep moving metal blocks here soon. Or for the next bad tide, because we're going to have power running through here for now. So that will be fantastic. This is just waiting on someone to smack it. I do need somebody to supply me some extract here. This is filling in with explosives, so that's good. We have 286 explosives. Where the rest of them are in here? Are there a couple floating around somewhere? I'm not sure, but okay, whatever. Wherever they're at, they're doing explosive things for me, so I'm happy about that. And somehow we're at equilibrium, though I did pause that, so we are eating through our store of scrap metal in the background, so that's not the greatest. This did go in, though. There we go. Maybe that'll help people out a little bit. You know, they just get to pop in, only have to pop in. What is that? Fermented soybeans? Where do they go to? Whatever. Alright, you guys do you. So that's helping somebody out. I think they're going in there to go home. just because instead of going all the way over here, up here, and then in just to get a little bit faster home-wise. And you know what? Fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna give them any guff for taking care of themselves, taking care of themselves. There we go. Let's pull this back up, fill that in. That's not supposed to happen. Thank you. You're supposed to do that. All right. Cool. That's all in, so we can blast this out. That goes, and then this goes right here. And then if we want to do this smartly, we're gonna have to wait for a drought to start tearing that out. Is what I would like to do. Well, I shouldn't need to do that, honestly. I should be able to just run it off the 4 wide. If I do 5 wide, it might help. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You've got nothing to do with in range, so you're paused. Thank you for your service, Saracen. I appreciate your assistance and everything that we've done thus far. Okay. Now, let us start working on diversion stuff. How do we want to tackle this? Do we want all of this to be the same height out? Is this what we want to focus on? I'm torn. Here's the bad tide. We'll let the bad tide do bad tide things. Water's moving back in the positive direction, so that's beneficial for us. Don't think we need... I'll leave those 3. We'll keep an eye on that and see if I do need to continue to move water from this side into that side. Let's just make sure that this is working as planned. This should not be overspilling anymore. We're not spilling over. That's good. This should be moving that way and filling in this side a little bit more. That's probably going to overcap a little bit. That should be fine. This should... I don't know if I want to have it close at downstream depth above that. So just you keep moving. I don't want this backing up. Yeah. Yeah. Keep moving. Keep that water filling in. That's what we want to see. I do want to put another lock right here, so we can save even more water. And the water should still be coming through on this side, and it is slowly moving itself around. Probably do something to save a little bit more water in here by filling this in. So let's go ahead and do that in preparation for our next system that we're going to be putting in. That shouldn't be a problem, and might do the same over here, honestly. Alright, bad water is there. We're not having any spillage. No poop water has found its way into here. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That's really, really good. This side is maxed out. A little excessive, but that's fine. That's okay. I'm not upset by this in the least. Sweet. Now, come on. This side should close, and this side should open. And there it goes. It's all dumping out. Beautiful. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. All right. Great. Brilliant. It's absolutely gorgeous. That is how we wanted that to work. Now, let's go ahead and start working our way around to this other side, and we can start putting in this lock system here. We'll put in, we're not going to do floodgates. We're going to do sluice gates down here, or sluices down here, in preparation for when we start tearing this out and putting sluices in. I don't know if we're actually going to make it through all of this water. This is a lot of water for us to get through. We might end up burning it. I don't know. Probably not going to need to burn it. Let's see. What is the fastest way there? Probably this way, honestly. Though I do have a lot of material saved right there. I don't know. Are you connected to anything? You are not. Probably actually tackling it from this side, since we are already right here. So let's do this. We'll go ahead and attach this like so. Get our staircase in right here. Get another one of these lumberjack flags in right here. Have this marked for cutting and that as well. And then we can give this a priority bump and get this knocked out. Now what we can do is we can do two diversion, or two major pathways, cut out two pathways. This side can be good water and it just goes this way and dumps out into the main system, and then that will save us a lot of time. We won't have to deal with the hassle of waiting a day and a half or 3 days for the good water to get to us, and then the bad tide just dumps out this way, which I'm not adverse to. And then once this reaches a certain height of being filled in, and the same thing down here, then it fills in, they close, and then it starts filling up the sides of the system, which I don't think would be a bad idea. And maybe, ooh, we could have bad tide pipes and good water pipes. Oh, I love this idea. Oh, instead of having it... Oh, that'd be so freaking awesome. Ah, brain go burr. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm trying to imagine how to explain this. Okay. Bad tide pipe goes underneath a series of power system or power wheels that are going to run underneath it, and that's gonna be a large pipe that punches out here, and then it dumps off the side of the map, and then we can just build over top of it, fill over top of it. We've got bad water that just runs out and around, and then it does its own things, and we don't have to build down or build a massive skyscraper to the skies, right? We could just have a bad tide tube with power systems in it, and then everything on top of it is going to be green and lush and blue, and it's going to be amazing. Oh, that is such a cool idea. Oh, I can't wait to try to do that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Stop nerding out, me. Stop nerding out. Everything's fine. We'll get to it eventually. Oh my goodness. I am now very, very excited about future plans. Oh, they're gonna be glorious. They're gonna be amazing. They're gonna be the greatest things since, well, they actually let us put all of the things on top of the things and put all of the things with the overhangs and the culmination of, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm nerding out a little too hardcore. I'm nerding out a little too hardcore here. I'm just trying to think how to do it. How to do it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Man, they're eating through that scrap like no one's business. They are eating through that scrap metal like no one's business. All right. Let's hit that obtain button. And this is a supply. I think we're going to have to... No, I want to tear this out, honestly. So let's have them empty that. How are we doing on this? Are we done? Oh, they're done! Oh, heck yeah! That is so cool. Look at that go! Look at them go! They're just zooming through it. Oh, they're zooming. They're doing great things. Oh, that's so freaking awesome. Oh, look at them go. The efficiency is through the roof. Look at them. They're just moving. They're moving and grooving and zooming and just doing all of the beavery things. Oh, it's beautiful. That is so friggin' awesome. All right. Let's hit this. I want obtain selected. You guys bring me the stuff that I need over here, please. And thank you. No one's really coming over here. They don't like this Tubeway district. One comment that I did see is that it's faster for them to just go straight across. But I kind of like the idea of them going down and around and up and down and all that fun stuff. You know, it kind of looks cool. Kinda. It's a tad bit obnoxious, tad bit unnecessary, and it's not very efficient. But look at them go. They're just going joop, 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 joop. All right. Very excited about all of the cool things that we get to play with here. All right. And did you clear that one out? You did. Glorious. Up here in, let's go ahead and toss in that bad Johnny. Have this all marked and ready to go. And then we need to get in a staircase on this side. And I want this to be 3 high, so we are going to have to fill this in a little bit. Come on. Let me click the button. There we go. Good job. So something like this. And then I think we're going to need to do is I kind of want to save as much water as possible. Just this weird angle is going to make that hard. So sluice gates. 1, 2, 3. That's really not going to be very helpful, is it? Blast this down and just have it... I don't know. I can't do that. 3, 4. I'll put another one right here. Maybe that's how we'll do that. And this can go right here like that. Maybe that's how we'll do that. And that's just too high right there. This side doesn't need to be there, so we'll just go ahead and rip this out, since that will save us a little bit of storage there. And then we're going to go ahead and toss in this last level of levees like so. And then for these corners, we can just toss in our triple platforms right here. Realizing that I've somehow built it too high. Have I built that too high? I did build it too high. Is that bad? I don't think that's bad. And I probably need sluice gates on top of there. Do I need sluice gates on top of there? Yes. Yes, I do. I would like to, when it's this high, to keep going. And then when it's down low, it can... I don't know if that's necessary. I think it is. So... that, there. So this we can set to close it downstream depth of... Well, I can't really go that much. Is it necessary? I don't think it is necessary. Because this is at... downstream depth is currently at 1.48. right? And it can't go much higher because that's as full as this can get. So this might not be necessary up here until we do something else. And go ahead and make this just 3 units high. For now, we can come in and make that higher at a later date. But for now, I think that meets the intent for what we're trying to accomplish here, right? So that can go there, that can go there. We can fill in our, not that right there. I need steps down, thank you. And you are officially a semi-clear path for us to reach. Like that. Game, I swear to goodness, I am going to fight you if you don't stop lagging on me like you hate me or something. Alright, cool. There's a little bit of lumber storage right there. We can go ahead and toss in another one right now. Have this set to logs, max priority, and obtain, and they should bring over some logs for us. And lunar dust is going to be able to clear up the rest of this, so that can fill in this side pretty quickly. And we might toss in a small warehouse for metal blocks, which we're out of. Question mark? We're out of scrap and metal blocks. That's not good. Okay, well, let's go fix that, shall we? I want planks in here because we're going to need that for the sluice gates. And we do have 5 beavers not doing anything with their life. Now we have 5 positions that are not getting filled, but that should be fine. Okay, what is actively burning our extract? We're done here. Done there. Oh, that's what's eating our metal blocks. Okay, you guys were building this behind my back, I see. I see what you were doing and why I'm out of metal blocks. It explains a lot. It truly does. Okay, and we're out of scrap because of that. It's fine. It's fine. I believe this was supposed to be a relatively low priority. Right? Yeah. Orange-ish? Yeah. Okay, fine. That's a low priority, but that's also set us back on this build. Go ahead and hit that button there so they get those done. And maybe I give them food and water storage here too. It's probably not going to help. It's not going to help, but I'm gonna pretend that it does, and then be very scared because I just saw a bunch of very empty food things. Obtain, max priority. Should be plenty of logs up here for them to do those real quick. There's no reason for it to not happen. All right, scrap is moved again, so that is good to see. They've got plenty of extract over here for them to play with. That is good. That is really good. I like to see it. That is dry. Let's go ahead and pull this down to 2.15. Do the same there. And this is staying actually full now. So I think we don't necessarily need to dump water into here unless we do want to just save some of our stored water, which is not a bad idea, honestly. I'm gonna open that. This is flooding over now, so that should fill in just a tad bit. We'll close it because they do actively fill this in up until it hits the top, basically, is how that works, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go. That's filling in again. We're at 5.7k units of water in our system, so that is good to see. That's dropped down. These guys are working their tails off up here. You guys are not bringing us food or water for our beavers that are working their tails off up here. Let's go ahead and get the logs moving there too. Okay, metal blocks. obtain, please. Go ahead and start shipping that this way, please, guys. That would be appreciated. And I think we can just go ahead and dump this into and rip this out sooner rather than later. Probably now-ish, honestly. There's no reason not to. Let's see here. That's going to overflow, and all of that should just go into this system without any issue. Theoretically. All right. You are bored. You can go do something else with your life. Lunar, you are not bored because there's still plenty of logs for you to chew on. So I will let you chew on them at your heart's content. Now, let's go ahead. Got 5 days left of this bad tide. Go ahead and rip that out. And we are going to put in sluice gates here. We'll do that 5 wide. Like now. And we'll put in our levees on top. Like so. And I want levees right here. I think I do want to blast that down just so... Where did that run off to? On the other side? Alright, that's fine. Okay, they've already got one in. Let's go. Brilliant. Sweet. They can build on top of there, and then we can set this to close above downstream depth. So actually, let's keep that open. And put on top of here, close above. I don't like this idea. I don't like having to do this. I feel like this is unnecessary. So close above downstream depth of 2.95. Right? Right. I think that's where we want that to be. We've already got that filled in. Alright, they can work on that. This is going in. That is next. They should be working on this. They are working on that. They've got logs moving this way, so that is quite helpful as well. I did finish this, so that's neat. Boom. Another boom. There we go. Clean a little bit of that mess up. And yeah. Now, don't want to touch this. I want a drought, but I'm not getting lucky on the drought side. It's a very strange thing for an individual to say, I want to see a drought, but it's kind of hampering my ability to get in there and do the stuff that I want to do. And we did say we wanted to get in here too and blast this out. So let's see about doing that too. How are we doing explosive-wise? 344 units, and we've got 379 units. 380 units of extract. What is it? This is... I think we can get by with just doing triples down. We'll do a small area over here. Or even right here. And we'll give this a slight priority bump. Let them do that. I should just let them finish this because it's housing. We have a lot of housing available though. We've got 68 rooms unoccupied. And that's not the greatest. Besides, okay, so they did finish this stuff. It's just they're waiting to finish this one, which they haven't put anything into. But there are metal blocks right there, so they should be able to just pack that in real quick, and then it'll be done. Alrighty, this is moving along nicely. I love to see it. And we do want to blast some of this down too. So that is another thing that we wanted to get into. So let's go ahead and we'll start planning that out as well. I think this is just one down that we wanted to go. Right? Yeah. Don't want to go too far down. Because then I won't be able to pump it up and over and in. So actually, let's just dump all the rest of this in. Dump it out. Let's go. Let's go. Go ahead and blast this out or tear this out right here. Kinda need this torn out too. And we can... I just made the only way for them to get over there through this side, but that's fine. And we're going to rip this out right here. And do the same right there. And then that out. Go ahead and toss on a platform right there. Put this in right here. This is probably the most obnoxious and ridiculous and obtuse way to actually accomplish what it is that I'm attempting to do. But it's fine. If this is the way I want to do obnoxious and ridiculous things, then so be it. All right. All right. We good there? You good? No, is everything going to be okay in my little brain hole? Yes. Yes, it is. All right. And then that we need to put... Well, no, we don't really need to do that. We just set this to close it downstream depth of... Well, we do need to drop it down. Okay, fine. We'll do something like that. And probably tear that out right there. Put this in right here. Put this in right so. And then just do that so they can get down there and do the things. Okay. Alright, so this stuff, 100% max priority. Do this yesterday. Because I do have this as a backup. So that will be okay. I would like to have this done sooner rather than later as well. Which is probably not going to happen, but we should be okay. I think we can pause a few of these positions here to help out with hauling and building. I think we're doing okay on water for now. 6.7k units of water. That should be more than enough to meet the intent there. And let's see. How are we doing on this? They have touched one thing. They are still touching one thing. All right, we have one sluice gate in. We've got about 2 days left for things get moving and grooving there. That's fine. I do need to put this as a max priority as well. This whole area is just a mess. An absolute mess. And they won't be able to get over to here until... Well, hold up. Can they do that? Are they able to reach that? How are they reaching that? How are they reaching that? They're somehow reaching that. That's weird. I don't know how they're reaching that, but I'm not complaining. They have reached it. It's fine. That works. I'm not going to complain. There's the end of that bad tide. I love to see it. I'm not quite ready to catch. Not ready to receive, guys, but that does mean that, well, this goes up to 1.5. That'll hold a little bit of water back for us. We can And close that, or no, we want to... That's not going to be helpful at all. Okay, whatever. Nothing to do within range, so your pause. Thank you for your service. Can we do the same anywhere else? We save some bâtis. Did they already put this in? They did. Make sure I'm not accidentally exploding any of the beavers. Then can we go any deeper than that? I think the answer is yes. So great. All right, cool. Let's see how much deeper we can go. So we'll just do that one little piece right there. This is still moving. And this is nearing completion. Nearing, but not quite there yet. Come on, guys. What are you doing? All right, we're cranking up the work hours. I need this accomplished yesterday, please. Things require completion. So do them. Do them now. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Can you guys... Yeah, you have to build that. Why aren't you guys building that? You're just doing everything in a very odd... Well, it is the priority order I laid things, so that's fine. We're on day 2 of the Okay, this is still clearing house. They are coming in here and putting in the rest of this system, so that will be good. I probably could do with some more builders, but all of our builders are currently occupied. I might pull back on some of our lumberjack flags just a tad bit, because they are full. And we are full of all of our lumber for now. I say that knowing full well the moment I need all of this lumber, I'm going to realize it way too late and not be able to do anything for a hot minute, because it's going to take them an age and a half to actually chop any of that down. But that's fine. We'll tackle that situation when and if it comes to it. Okay. All right. Everything's going to be all right, guys. Promise. It'll be fine. We have water moving. We have this grooving. This is almost done. This needs max priority as well. Okay, that is going to hold a portion of our water back there, which is fine. This is in, so we can blast this out and hit that as well. That took out a path, which was intended. Drop this down to 1.95, and that should fill this in. No, we don't want that. Oh, goodness gracious. I need to tear this out, and I need to put sluice gates in here. I need sluice gates in here to control this water too. Yeah. That's not good. Okay. Why are you open? That's weird. Because this goes to 0.95 and these are 0.66, right? So this in theory would never close because this would never fill up to 0.95 because that dumps out. So poop. All right, we're gonna have to do this quickly. Okay. This needs to go in right there, and this is an absolute max priority. This is a priority over that. Get that done. We've got presumably 3 more days to finish this. This should stay hydrated because it is still an active system. They are putting this in now, so that is good. We do have the planks, we do have the metal blocks to put that in, and we should have enough builders to finish both tasks at the same time, which is strange to me that they're not, but it's fine. This side we want to close at downstream depth of 0.95. Well, that's going to be the same problem down here. So 0.65? Is that what we want to do? I think. Maybe? We're going to have to play with this a little bit. Try and figure all of that out. Somehow got a mangrove seedling on that side. I have no idea how that got there. I truly don't. I'm actually baffled by that. Very, very baffled by that. All right, we do have a drought approaching, so that is not the coolest. How are we doing on this? I just need you guys to smack it. Okay, there it goes. It's being smacked. Great. This now is a max priority. And then we'll have this as our secondary. And that down here can be our tertiary. We're not quite to that point yet. I want to figure out why you were open. Go ahead and pull this up to 2.95. You are closing at a downstream depth of 0.95, which is why that is doing that. You're closing at a downstream depth of 0.65. So let's go ahead and open that. Let's put this to 0.95. Don't think we're going to get to a 0.95 down here ever. So let's try 0.85 and see what that does. Maybe we can do a 0.75. That should let the water through. Then, all right, we're going a little bit harder, guys. Last couple of days, you just need to put in the last few pieces of this, and then we'll be Gucci, and then I can pull your work hours down again. Okay, guys, you see what's gonna happen here? See what's gonna happen here? It's gonna be fine. Oh. We got a few beavers spare. Let's put them in there. Let's get them pumping some more water. I probably want to put sluice gates on this side so we don't have this weird problem that we're currently facing. This side still hasn't really seen an issue yet. We could replace this and put sluice gates in there, but then we'd block off. Oh, that's not our only artery now, since we do have the Tubeway, which is good. Okay, cool. Last couple pieces here, guys. I know it's hard, but you've got all of 16 logs to go, guys. Just 16 logs to go, and then you'll be done. 12 logs to go, and then you'll be done, guys. I believe in you. This side probably not going to get done in a timely fashion. But it's you're working on it. You're working on it. And that's all a guy could hope for, alright? All a guy could hope for. Now. So this is a constant flow. Which is not exactly what we want to see happening. So, go 1.8. Is that going to stop it? No. 1.75. Or, yeah, 0.75. Are you gonna stop there? No. 0.65. So you'll stop at 0.65. Will you stop at 7? No, you will not stop at 7. 0.65 there. That should close and open and close and open and close to keep that side there. And then we want you to close at a downstream depth of 0.6 or 7. Probably a 0.65 here. And then that should backfill. We're going to have some spillage. Little bit of spillage. But this should open up when this side empties out just a tad bit. Okay. Great. Yeah, now we're going to have a little overflow. That's fine. We can accept the overflow. I do want to put sluice gates on top of this so I can control this side a little bit easier. We'll probably do that in the next episode. Just replace all the sluice gates. Or all the dams, because the dams are absolutely worthless to us now. They are not helpful in any way, shape, or form. They're just causing me heartache. Because of this reason right here. This is fine. Everything is fine. But, as we stare down... Well, a little bit of a mess there. And a beautiful shot of our Tubeway system. And a 28-day drought. I think we're going to call it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We accomplished a few things. We got in some more sluice gates. We got something else started back here. We got this going back here, so that's going to be quite a boon to our water storage system. And now that we're in a drought, we can come in and start working our way for a temporary diversion system for our bad tide. Which I am very excited for, because that means no more poop water for us to deal with for ever. And we just need to figure out where to store the rest of our good water. Which is going to take some time in planning. And I've got a lot of planning because I have tubes, bad water tubes, and stuff to plan, which I have a brilliant idea for, and I hope you guys are excited for it, just as excited as I am. But I'm getting out of here. It's late, and I have to get up early so I can edit this video so you guys can see it. So I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a fantastic day wherever you're in the world. Make sure you guys stay nice and safe, nice and hydrated. Keep yourselves nice and thirsty as well. Make sure your beaver is nice and hydrated, and remember, keep rocking in the free world. I know how to speak the English language. We'll catch you on the next episode of Timberborn Z. I'm out. See ya.